All right, you guys. So here it is. These heaters are 1200 watts each. Those sponge filters, they look small in this video, but they're actually massive. They're for 220 gallons each. I have two more coming. These are just the two that arrived today, but I have two more coming for right there on both sides of that heater. So the heat will be dispersed very, very well and evenly throughout this. Yeah, so two more there, total of four. And then once I get this shipment here and everything is, preventatively treated for everything, and I'm not going to be throwing any more meds in the water, then what I'll end up doing is I'll actually add two more to this. And then this one gets two for right now. And then when everything is finished and all preventative treatments are finished, then that one's going to end up with four. But yeah, so. And I haven't plugged these in. I'm about ready to do it right now. I just didn't really care to, because I filled this up with warm salt water, so I'm not going to have to reheat it or anything like that. Once these are on, I was trying to avoid an electricity spike, trying to get all of these to surge at 1200, you know what I mean? Don't have this plugged in yet, so it's just running on battery right now, but this will all be hooked up to two of those. I have the other one already. That way, regardless of anything happening, they'll always have all their filtration going and it won't skip a beat. As far as the lighting goes, I have two stands that come up. They're nice black and they'll go underneath, and then they come up and then out and they hang just like that. But there'll be one here coming down to about right there. There'll be one here coming up and over and then down to about right there. So the effect of the lighting will be pretty much the same exact as this. So yeah, so this one will be done. I'm waiting for the super glue gel to finish drying on the second one of these. Ran out, so I had to get more. That'll be in probably tomorrow, but possibly the next day at latest, whatever. I have the lighting right there too for this, but this in here, haven't really had the time to be doing too much craziness. I've just been draining them and scrubbing them and everything like that, spraying it all down, getting it all ready for all the switch over. So I have that. I'm going to actually run this all on sponges, so I'm going to get rid of that bucket, that last bucket one there. The three smaller ones in the back, I've got 6 of these really large, and then that's 8 feet long. I actually temporarily have all my plecos slammed in there, but what will end up happening is each species will get divvied out into one of these big ones, so they'll be in there with the goldfish. They shouldn't really be bothered. My buddy in Vietnam actually does the exact same thing. So, but yes, so I have these 10 ponds, and I will be, like I said, going through and kind of revamping all this and getting it all squared away. The tops are all cleaned off. There's going to be a super nice video tank midway down. And I already have the lighting. These are daylight imitation bulbs, so nothing fancy besides actually being able to see the colors accurately. I hate when people put lighting on their stuff and it makes things look wonky, like the red's too red, and it's my number one pet peeve. And these here are actually they imitate the daylight 100%, so it's like the closest thing I could find to the actual same lighting spectrum as the sun, because in all reality, that is what is the most accurate lighting you can get. Is if it imitates the sun, then you're spot on, because all these other lights and stuff, they can say whatever they want, but if the light spectrum is not actually the same as the sun, I'm sorry, but the sun's more accurate than your light. So anyways though, so yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Again, so these 3 heaters here, this is enough to heat 900 gallons, and this thing is only 600 and some odd gallons. Don't remember the exact number right now. So it will be nicely cushioned Same with that. That one has 2 of them, so that one will also be nicely cushioned because that one's 526 gallon. So that's going to have, you know, about an 80 gallon buffer there. So it's not maxed out or anything like that. But yeah, I'm excited to throw those other filters in. And other than that, I mean, I'm pretty ready to rock. I'm excited to get all that stuff finished, get the lighting in and everything like that, clean all the rest of this up all the way. And I got the 4,500 square foot dehumidifier over there with a continuous pump that pumps the water out rather than having to change it out. Those units are very big, costly, but they work really well. I've actually ran those things continuously in here. So I have another one right there. I'm going to clean all this stuff up, get it all finished up finally. And yeah, I mean, this will be exactly what I had imagined it to be. Really excited to have way less chaos and be able to focus more time as well. Don't get me wrong, upkeep and all this is going to take a really long time, but it will still be a lot less time than what I was doing. So again, it will give me more time to actually be online helping you guys and making videos and stuff like that. And I do realistically want to set up a cam there. That is not going to be like that. I've got a timer situation going on that I'm going to be installing and everything like that. This will all be really nice and tucked in and neat. But I'm going to set up a webcam there facing in so you guys can actually watch these whenever you want. When the time comes, though, if one of you guys actually has experience setting something like that up, if you can help me, I would really appreciate it, because I don't do stuff like that, but I do feel like it would still be pretty cool for you guys to actually be able to see this. And at some point, I'm sure I could even just do like an underwater GoPro, so you guys could actually watch them under the water all the time. I think that'd be pretty cool. I myself would like watching that, but yeah. So anyways, hope you guys like this, and it's been a lot of work because like even just the doors, I scrubbed those all down really well, painted all this stuff, like even where there already was paint, got fresh paint, so it's like all brand new surface and everything. It's been a lot, especially in such a short amount of time, but really pleased with it though. And then also one thing that I want to do is probably a little bit after I'm actually just like, all right, I've settled down now. I want to take these plugs here. If I drain that, that's roughly 200 gallons out of here, so that's not actually that bad. That's a decent water change for a body of water this large, so I think I'm pretty fine with that. So what I want to do is I actually want to put my water change things here and here, so that I can have a drain point, so that it'll come out and then it'll have a valve that I can just turn. But that way it stops exactly where I want it to. I don't care about the stuff that's sediment in the bottom. I can get that out really easily. I have tons of pumps, so that it works really well. You just literally take it and whole thing sparkly clean real quick. I could do this in like less than 5 minutes. But yeah, so that's the system, and I'm looking forward to it. And what I'm going to do too is I'm going to watch, once these are both full, what the humidity's like in here, and if it seems like I should, then I'll just throw those poly sheets on here for greenhouses, for when I want it, you know, covered up and I'm not going to be out here doing stuff. And it still is designed to allow these rays through, so that will keep the humidity definitely at bay. But these things are seriously like beast mode, so I highly doubt that that's going to be like needed versus just maybe helps with the electricity bill or something, which would be appealing too. But yeah, so anyways, just wanted to kind of show you guys this so you could see it. Yeah, I really like the style of those heaters though. See how they're like kind of in a cage? and it goes, the cage is actually empty all the way around it. And so people with ponds were saying that they really preferred this style simply just because of the heat dispersion being so good with that. So I'm pretty excited to actually try it and see. This water right now is already 84 degrees, all of it. Took me quite a while to actually fill it up with warm water like that, but I wanted to make sure that I wasn't surging these at 1200 watts, you know, for hours on end. That doesn't make... The people, the reviews said that they did basically the same thing. They used 2 though, I think. And they said it was only like 45 minutes, and because they had decent circulation, which even just that is enough, it actually heated it up at like 45 minutes all the way into the 80s. So that'd be pretty impressive, but I don't realistically know if that's, you know, very true or not. Heating it up quickly I can see, but 45 minutes for such volume, I'm not really that, you know. But anyways, really excited also with the food lines that I'm offering now, and I'll continue elaborating on that. The ingredients that they have is like, the quality is pretty, you'll be hard pressed to actually beat it, honestly. And the percentages of like the astaxanthin, it's the red algae for good coloration in reds and really high nutrients and stuff like that. It's the equivalent of spirulina, but it's on an opposite. Very expensive stuff, especially because this stuff that I'm using, it's not pet grade. This stuff's actually like animal feed grade. This stuff's actually for people. So the ingredients that you guys see me using in these foods, the significance of it too is, for one, I'm not sacrificing on ratios at all. I'm just going with it. So it, like for example, my red formula actually has 4 ounces of that red algae. 4 ounces. That is a lot. And I can do it because I'm manufacturing it myself. So, and because I'm buying in such bulk too, it allows me to actually be able to do that. So, and my price points are definitely reasonable. So, pretty excited about that. I've already been making my own foods for quite a while, even way back before betas and stuff. Back in African cichlids, I was making my own foods. So, all human grade there too. The only things that I have in that food that are not human grade are the krill meal, which is whole Atlantic krill, not partial, because they do make a krill meal that's basically just like all the scraps of it, and it lacks a lot of the oils that are in and protein and stuff like that. It's basically trash. A lot of feed stuff like that is like that, so you got to really watch it. And then the fish meal too is not human consumption. So, but other than those 2 ingredients, everything is. And even then, I paid attention to detail as far as the processing of it, and also if it was whole or partial or scraps, you know, like even fish meal, there's some pretty low grade stuff going on with that sometimes. So you really got to watch that. And the stuff that I have too is actually steamed. So it's steamed whole fish. Kind of hard to beat. So anyways though, just kind of wanted to update you guys, and I hope you guys like seeing this stuff, but I'm going to wrap this up and then I gotta crash.